But I like 4 first better. I want 4 first. But you know what happened to Ben Carson? What happened there was horrible. The notice violation, they called it a voter violation. That's like a fraudulent document that was sent. Sure. So there have been some bad things happening out there. You know, I tell people real estate is pretty tough, and real estate in Manhattan, you meet some tough people. These politicians are not such good people.
All right. Lexi from the audience right here. Mr. Trump, there are some who say that in the past you have supported Democrat and liberal views. How can voters be sure that you will truly hold and would actually continue to uphold Republican ideas and values?
Well, you know, it's interesting. As one of the magazines said, Donald Trump is a world-class businessman, and it was sort of interesting. I'm all over the world, and I deal with all politicians. And honestly, I never thought I'd be doing this. I just got exasperated. I would have done it 4 years ago. I looked at it very seriously with Romney. I was actually leading in the polls. And I decided, you know, I had a lot of jobs going. My children are younger, and now they can do a great job, and I have excellent executives. But this is not something I really was going to do or really wanted to do. I loved what I was doing. Mm-hmm. The fact is that as a businessman, you get along with all politicians, or you have a problem. So I got along with Democrats, I got along with liberals and conservatives and Republicans. I got along with everybody because that was my thing. You know, it was very important. I got along with Bob. Where's Bob? I saw Bob in the audience. Where is he? Where is he? What? By the way, and a fantastic person. Okay, you know that. Stand up, Bob. He's a He was a fantastic person. But I got along with everybody. I got along with everybody. And that was important. And I tell people, and people would forgive me for that. They'd say, well, you know, it's true. But as a businessman, you want to get along with Democrats, Republicans, everyone. And I think for the most part, you know, that's been used on me, and I understand it. But once I explain it, most people understand.
All right. Ken, from right here in the audience, wants to know, assuming you will be the nominee of the party, what are the most important qualities you are going to look for in a vice presidential candidate? And feel free to name some names. That was my part.
Actually, there are some names that I've gotten to respect that are, you know, that have been on. We started off with 17. We're now down to 5. Mm-hmm. And, you know, some of the people that I've dealt with, I do have a lot of respect for. And I like, look, the main quality that you want is somebody that can be a great president. If something happens to you, that's got to be, don't you think? That's got to be number one. Right. Exactly right. And then I would want somebody that could help me with government. So most likely that would be a political person because, you know, I'm business and I'm very good at what I do and all of that. And I'm also very, very political. You've seen me, you know, when you can get zoning on the west side of Manhattan to build almost 6,000 units of housing, and you have to go through New York City politics, believe me, that's as tough. I don't say Israel-Palestine, but it's about as tough a deal. It's about as tough a deal. I view that as the single toughest deal. Anybody can make that deal, and we're going to give it a shot, okay? We're going to give it a shot. But a lot of good people have gone down trying to give that one a shot. But the most important thing is you have to have somebody that can be a great president. But after that, you want somebody that can help you with legislation, getting it through, et cetera, et cetera. So I would say and it's too early, I'm not thinking about it a lot, I'm thinking about getting the ball over the line and, you know, get this thing done. And it's a very interesting thing because some people know how to do that, some people don't. But I do want somebody that's political because I want to get lots of great legislation that we all want passed. It's just sitting there for years and years and years. We have things sitting there that would be so good, including proper health care and other things. So we're gonna probably choose somebody that's somewhat political.
Okay.
All right.
Well, please, David, I'm gonna stop now. I thought he's had a busy day, and you win Nevada and come to Virginia. I mean, it's a big deal. Hillary, if you were president, would you instruct the Attorney General to indict her for what she's done in relation to the emails?
Well, it's an amazing question because, you know, there's a 6-year statute of limitations. Might be 5, but probably 6. And the answer is I would instruct them to take a look at it, you know, because it's not really our call to say indict.
Yeah.
But certainly you would have to take a look at it because you look at General Petraeus, he suffered greatly. They gave him 2 years suspended and lots of things. Right. They wanted to take his rank away from him. I fought that very hard. I said, this man suffered enough. Why don't you focus on beating ISIS instead of leave General Petraeus alone? Yeah. Just leave him alone. And I think it helped him, but they wanted to cut his rank way down and a lot of other things they wanted to do to him. But, he suffered greatly over this. And what he did is nothing compared to what she did. So I would instruct my Attorney General, please look at it, and if there's something there seems to be a lot there, because, every day we see people and we read about people that are experts in the field, and how often do you see somebody saying she did nothing wrong? Yeah. They're all saying she did something very wrong.
That's right.
But they're protecting her because she's the #1 runner, and she's saying how wonderful Obama is. Did you ever see anything like it? Every single thing that he wants to do, she's saying great. So she's doing it for that reason, believe me, folks.
Well, Donald, I want to thank you. I think the audience really appreciates and loves you. They appreciate you being here. I would ask you after the election, will you please come back as President Trump and give a presidential message here at Regent?
We'll do it again. Great job you've done.
Thanks.
Great place. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So nice.
Thank you. That was nice.
So nice.